This is who I vote for.
This is my delusional cringe is me going like this. He claims to have invented the internet. Yeah.
He just claims things. I'm going to claim things.
We should be putting Al Gore on a way higher pedestal.
Wait a second. Did he? Wait. I have a question. Did he invent the Gore-rithm? I release being limited by my current ethnicity. And in all moments, this is because I did get the spray tan. Because I did get the spray tan. Guys, it's me, your girl. Welcome to Anniewood, my land. I am here to entertain you, to hopefully bring you joy. And I have my dear friend with me, Lizzy Cooperman, this episode. We talk about a lot of stuff. We use some foul language that can't make it onto the regular episode. So if you do want to see the uncensored episode, hit up patreon.com/Annie Lederman. We also are doing a series with Robbie Hoffman where she is Marie Kondoing our entire house. So check those episodes out on there. And we got a lot of other cool, fun stuff, some prizes and things that Todd makes especially for you and sends to you in the mail. So join the Patreon, join the movement, avoid the dark man and lean into the light. Also, I am on the road. I unfortunately got so sick this last weekend and had to cancel my amazing, wonderful trip I had planned to Toronto. I will be rescheduling that. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so bummed out about it, but we will party and we'll party hard when I get back there. Next time you can see me is in Eugene, Oregon. I'm doing one night only the day after the 11th, September 12th, with my dear friend Andy Andrus is opening for me. Then I'm heading right over to Tacoma, Washington, September 13th and 14th. Then September 17th, I have my next Anniewood and Friends. We have Pat and Oswald on that and a lot more other cool names. Get your tickets before it sells out. And then Naples, Florida, I'm at Off the Hook Comedy Club on the 10th. October 11th and 12th, I'm in Tampa, Florida. Then I'm October 18th and 19th, I'm in Bloomington at the House of Comedy at the Mall, baby. November 1st and 2nd, I'm in Madison, Wisconsin on Comedy on the State. And then November 3rd, it's a Sunday, I'm in Chicago at the Den Theater. And then the 22nd and 23rd of November, Boston, Massachusetts. I left Boston. Come see me, annielederman.com/shows.
Welcome to Anniewood.
My only jealousy in what you said is that I was not the one that called you lasagna first. Like, I'm so pissed I didn't just one day call you lasagna. I'm very upset about that. You guys, hello, welcome to Anniewood. This is episode 96. Are you 96. Sure? Whatever. It's episode, we're up there. We're almost 100. And that's why I've had my friend from 99 years we've been friends. We've had a very cute friendship.
This is her second, have, actually.
This is your second time on Anniewood, and did you do Me Inspiration?
And my first day as a born-again Christian.
And she has a lot to share with us about accepting the Lord into your loins.
Randy. Oh my God, I've accepted the Lord into my loins. And have I been on what?
Did you do Me Inspiration?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So this is your third Annie podcast.
This is my third one. Yeah.
Oh, and three is a charm.
It truly is. It's nothing short of an honor to be here.
Oh, and we're honored to have you.
I have my statement piece hat.
I have my statement piece bracelet.
We met this woman in Florida. She brought us gifts.
She was younger than you'd think living in Florida.
That's true. Yeah.
When my Florida fans show up and they're not in walkers, I'm like, what is going on? It's amazing. And some are.
Some are.
Some are. And we don't care. We don't discriminate against age. I like a range of ages.
I know. I thought the Florida people were very nice.
Florida people, they do rule. It's a weird place to live. There's a lot of internal sweat.
That was at the time when I was like, can we please eat outside because of COVID? And I was like, actually, wasn't it cold outside or something? Or no,
it wasn't ideal. It certainly wasn't ideal circumstances. I'll tell you that.
Where was it that it was cold outside and we went to the Olive Garden and our hands were like freezing? I'm like, I'm so sorry.
There, but I don't know why. I don't know why it was that cold in Florida, but it definitely was. Todd was with us. Do you remember that, Todd?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you were there. It was like a specifically windy day.
The only time I've ever had a problem with you at a restaurant.
Oh my God, am I ready to hear this?
It's
you
funny.
know I'm fragile right now.
So
I haven't quantum leapt yet.
It's actually so funny. You're gonna love it.
Flag quantum leaping for follow-up.
Okay, was on New Year's when we were at the Saddle Ranch and we wanted to get drinks for everyone. Right. You were with Mary Lynn. And we wanted to get drinks before the clock struck midnight. And we told the waiter, we will give you 100% tip if you can get them. But you and Marilyn were talking. So I don't think you heard what we were going through with this guy. And so we gave this guy a challenge and it was like 2 minutes till, right? I mean, it was a tight.
Yeah, we needed
it was tight,
to toast,
okay?
yes.
And so you and Marilyn you had wine, right? But the wine, I guess, had been delivered when we started. You hadn't sipped it yet.
Yes.
So we made the deal with him. And so he's about to run off to make his money. And you were like, the wine's a little sour. And we're like, you can't do this right now. We'll fix the wine afterwards.
Annie, it tasted like rotten fruit. Like it tasted like a disease of the anus.
100% believe.
And
there was battery acid taste in it.
That said, I shouldn't be going to Saddle Ranch being like, I'd like your finest.
You two were having a very different, like I don't drink, but I was down with the Jaeger shots people were trying to get. Like there was a very young, crazy, it almost was like Josh Potter was treating it like it may have been his first time in a bar. Like he was like, I need shots, I need them out. Who else was there? It was Todd. Who else was there, Todd?
I don't know.
Yeah,
was it just the three of us?
Okay, it was Marilyn, you.
But it was very fun. It was a perfect group, but it was so funny because it was but the guy, he handled it all and the wine came. But that's why, were you able to handle this?
That, I was able to handle this. I also have to say that was the year that you told me to do Jim Fortin, a video ahead of time where I had to burn something and I almost burned down my kitchen. You're like, and now burn the wish list. I'm like, ah!
Well, the funniest thing was I've been doing all these things with Jim Fortin, but I guess when I introduced you to him, it was around the New Year and stuff. And so then you were telling me the story. You're like, I burned my blah, blah, blah. And you're like, so what did you do? And I'm like, I didn't even do that thing. So I didn't even know what beginning year manifestation thing. So I hadn't even done it. So that was when I skipped.
It was a 76-hour long program where I had to fast and then make a human sacrifice.
Oh, and that was where the wine came in handy because it was poison. And we do miss you, Marilyn.
We miss you, Marilyn. I know I haven't seen her lately.
I haven't seen her in a while either, but she was blonde last time I saw her. Is she blonde still?
She's been making rice cubes.
Really?
Marilyn rice cubes.
Oh, God. Can you imagine? She just, every show she does, she throws out rice cubes. Rhymes with ice cubes.
Annabelle, I feel like we've been having such a deep conversations lately about quantum leaping.
Yes.
Do you think the people, your fans, are aware of what this is? Have you talked about it before?
Sure, a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay. We dabble.
Because this is kind of along the lines of Jim Fortin a little bit. We have summoned you today.
We're entering in
to quantum leap.
To the woo, 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 woo. To the woo.
What is this?
This is from one of my ayahuasca journeys. My shaman.
Oh my God! Do you call when you talk to? Do you say Aya? Do you say Mama Aya or like?
I go, yo, what up? We have a very casual relationship. We hooked up. No, I don't call her mother, but I will. I will be like, can we hang out?
Okay.
Because there's 2 times ago I did it. She was flirting with me a little bit. I wasn't really hanging out with her. I was getting in my. She told me I have a People magazine in my head where I'm thinking about very shallow, superficial things that kind of keep me from getting into the deeper levels of things. So I've been in People magazine.
Funny.
I've been in People magazine mode. So then she was like, come back.
Instead of a metal plate, you have a People magazine in there.
It's up there. It goes off and there's alarms going off. TSA stops me every time. They say, let me see your feet. I go, whoa, I'm pre-checked.
That's interesting. Do you think that's true?
What? This woman?
The People magazine thing?
Yeah, I think it is true. Well, it's my own brain telling it to me. So that's what's cool.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I think that I focus on things and Todd tells me this all the time. This is Todd's pain in my spiritual journey is that every time I come home from.
It's just that he has to listen to it.
Yes. Well, you should have to ask consent.
Sometimes I'm just I can't believe Todd has to sit here for the conversation we're having.
Do you want to know?
I feel your presence, Todd.
Do you want to know what Todd's favorite time of the day is?
Yeah.
Right before bed when I have to tape my mouth shut so I don't breathe out of my mouth. And I'm just silent, but I still talk through it. No tape will hold these lips shut. But he always has given me the advice that I learn on the weekend. So I'll come home from weekend, I'll be like, Mother Ayahuasca told me to draw every day. He's like, I say that to you every single day. I tell you to draw.
Oh, that is a thing where people are like, I've been saying that to you. Like, I told you that, but then you listen to this professional.
I'm like, go to Peru, become a mystical woman, and I'll listen to you.
Right.
I should have to drink something for you to appear.
Yeah.
You're here.
I have a friend who I'm always like, you need to listen to these codependency affirmations. And then he'll be like, yeah, my therapist said I might actually be codependent. And it's just like, that's what I...
But isn't it so codependent of you to want him to listen to your specific codependent ones?
At a certain point, I'm like, I've got to let go. I have to cut this cord. I always think too, probably Al Gore feels that way about global warming. He's like, I told you. Like we were all just like, huh? Why is he on this like Lex Luthor ladder? Wasn't he on like one of those ladders that you have to climb up in a giant library? And he's like, climate change.
He was on the tip of the world. He was looking down on us.
But now he's probably just like,
what? I haven't seen that man in
I know. I miss
years.
him. And I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
Do you think, can you look up Al Gore 2024?
Al Gore is single. Oh no, he's with Kitty. Kitty. Who could leave a woman named Kitty? That's
by the way, who could elect a man whose wife is named Kitty? We can't do it. That's where it really came in.
Oh my God, Kitty Gore. Yeah, that sounds like a fetish.
Kitty Gore sounds like we're going to get flagged. Wait, is this
you into
now?
Kitty Gore? Oh my God.
He looks amazing.
He is really.
Oh my God. And he's an Earth Daddy.
Oh my God. He's
Look
easy
at
on
Earth
the
Daddy.
eyes. Now, what's Al Gore's astrological sign, I wonder?
Look him up.
Yeah, can we find that out?
What's his new deal? March 31st.
Interesting. So Al Gore is an Aries, a fire sign. I love that.
Interesting.
Because that kind of counters the earth. So it's not too much earth. He's not over earthing, you know?
That's not what the voters thought. What is he up to? He's got to be so rich.
Oh my God. Yeah. What is he up to?
Like 2006 was when he made
An Inconvenient Truth.
Like, where you been, bud?
He's like, I've got to come up with another inconvenient truth. What else? He's just brainstorming at a whiteboard.
What's his new deal? It said New Deal.
Oh, the New Deal. Well, that's like a whole
what is it?
Environmental thing.
I thought he got like a new deal.
Oh.
Eyebrow. What does it say? Eyebrow.
He did not invent the Green New Deal.
What's going on with Al Gore and people saying he invented things he didn't invent?
Oh my God.
Is Al Gore just going around just saying? That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
But didn't he not invent Wi-Fi?
No, he did.
Al Gore?
Yeah.
He invented Wi-Fi? No, I think he said he invented the internet, and everyone was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, isn't it kind of the same thing? He claims to have invented the internet. Yeah.
He just claims things. I'm going to claim things.
We should be putting Al Gore on a way higher pedestal.
Wait a second. Did he? Wait.
This is an urban life.
I have a question. Did he invent the algorithm?
Algorithm.
Wait a second. Guys, that's not a coincidence.
That's amazing.
There's no way.
The algorithm.
I have to sit up straight.
Oh my God.
I have developing news. My spray tan is developing.
Can we keep the camera shot above my cankles, by the way? I have never been more uncomfortable in an outfit. For those watching, Annie was like, and we're going to wear swimsuits. I'm like, I've never in my life shown a gazanga on camera.
And I said,
She goes, take them out. Let's make this happen.
Views. I call it views. When I go like this.
Okay. Oh my God.
When I do this is views.
This is views. I feel more
I'm not going to get kazanga views.
Yes, you are.
No, I have to invite breasts onto.
Oh my God, you're doing the thing where you wear it backward.
I've been doing it.
Okay,
Isn't
tell
it
me.
Cute?
Yes, tell me what was your first time wearing it like this? What was your journey?
I just started seeing it and I said, that's different. Same suit, different look. Let's go. And you never see the stripes, the American stripes going up. They're cupping the breast better.
Interesting.
Don't
Does it feel more supportive?
I feel lifted.
You feel lifted.
I feel
love
uplifted
it.
by
I'm going to start wearing
America.
one on my face, like right here.
I want to get that face tape and do it to my parents.
Oh my God, the face tape.
I want to tape up my parents.
I want to tape up my parents.
I want to tape them tight. Todd.
Wasn't there a newscaster who was doing it and the tape started to kind of slowly start to peel off?
I think a lot of people probably do it.
Oh my God, like in hot summer months, like Al Gore's birthday.
Al Gore's like, if there's not global warming, why is this tape sliding down my face?
Why is this tape?
He's like, I invented the internet and also facial tape.
Do you know at my bat mitzvah, I had to give a speech and I was like, I want to change the world. I want to stop global warming and save the three-toed sloth.
Oh.
And it was all about the sloth and how the sloth is endangered. By the way, you have very sloth-like fingernails. They have like long, beautiful fingernails.
We saw a sloth recently at
Really?
SeaWorld.
No, you went to slaw at SeaWorld.
We do. I have sex and love addiction to animals. And I've been trying to keep this a secret, but thank you, Lizzy, for outing me. Very disrespectful. We were watching. Okay, so Lizzy and I we're so connected on a level that's so vibrational because every time she calls or texts me or I call and text her, one of us was like on the phone about to call.
Full synchronicity every time.
Every single time. And we'll go like 3 months off.
Yes,
and
like we invented our Wi-Fi.
Yes.
We're like,
Al Gore invented what's going on here. I want to give him the credit.
Al Gore invented this.
I want to give a man the
We
credit.
are powered by instead of AI, AG.
AG.
We are powered by AG technology.
Well,
we thank you.
And
Al, today we honor you.
What if the whole time instead of Al, Randy's humping on you. What if instead of Al, it was just like a lowercase or an uppercase I?
Ooh, I love that.
This whole time.
Oh my God, Al powered.
He could have been our first AI president.
Wow.
This is wild.
So he technically wrote Melania's speech.
Do
you remember her speech that was word for word the same as Michelle Obama?
I know, it's so fun.
Like, how did she think? Why did she think no one would notice that?
She doesn't care. Remember when she had this shirt?
Oh yeah, I don't care to you. I know.
It's like
she wore that the day after he got shot.
She did?
No.
Oh.
I don't care to you.
She brought it back. It's so funny. She just brings it back on specific days.
She's like, guys, I'm out.
Oh, I like that it was like painted in jizz too. That was like the weird part.
Oh my God.
It was like white jizzy
drippy paint.
It's so weird. But didn't she wear it to like go clean up like a hurricane or something? It was like always so weird. You're like, what is going on?
The hurricane of her life.
Good for her. This girl's having a good life. She's fine.
She's
everyone's having a good time.
Money.
Everyone's having a great time.
So we have an other level connection.
Yes.
And I do feel that this week specifically, you've been of great help to me.
I've been enjoying it.
And you always help me when I spiral. And I hope that I can do the same for you.
Yes, you help me spiral.
I think that we do. You always because that's interesting. Growth is like a spiral because you're returning to the same things, but hopefully you're getting better. But it could be a
corkscrew that's actually pulling you out of it if you look at it the right direction.
Oh, that's interesting. This is, by the way, I ripped this from The Artist's Way.
By the way,
growth
guys,
goes in spirals.
And I ripped this from the hands of my mother as she drank wine. No, my mom actually isn't a big drinker, but she did. I do want to just state this. Yeah. She did quit drinking when I quit drinking. It was a very weird stealing thunder moment. She was like, I also quit. Like 2 weeks. I remember 2 weeks into me quitting drinking, I was like, this is like pretty hard. She's like, I know. And I'm like, what? She's like, I also quit. I was like, oh.
I relate to that on so many levels, not with my mom, but just like, I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm doing it in October.
Well, by the way, you told me you signed up with a therapist and I already have an appointment with her.
And by the way, you took the one slot that I could do.
No way.
And now I'm just like, okay, I can't do 5:45.
You can't. I can do 5:45.
I'm going to be driving.
Sign it and then we'll switch. Sign up and we'll switch.
Okay. We'll switch. We'll just go in together. We'll go in one shirt with two turtlenecks and be like, we believe in quantum leaping. But we do have blocks.
I've always had a dream of a large necked shirt, a double neck shirt.
I do too. Wait, why is that not? I feel like it should be, at this point, it should have been done to death.
I also am very, okay, wait, this is an alarm. Like that.
We're receiving a message from the universe.
No, it is.
We're quantum leaping.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes. I'm going to take it in.
It's an alarm to decide. I have to set it 3 times a day. My hypnotist told me to do this. Each time the alarm goes off, you go, am I living in abundance or lack right now? I feel abundant.
I'm taking that in on a cellular level.
Except you were being a little, now I feel like maybe we're lack because I stole your
because you took my therapist. Linda, I found her, by the way, I found no reviews of this woman.
Listen, what she wrote, AI could have been like, let's write. She's an actual cat.
Do you know the last therapist I went to had a Band-Aid on her forehead her first session? It said nothing about it. I'm like, is this a test?
It does seem like a test.
Like if I...
You should wear that and see what happens. on her first.
Oh my God. And then the last session with her, the one I decided to fire her, I'm like, that I fired her.
No,
like when people say they
good.
fired, it's like.
It's amazing. I'm so jealous of them. I just stay with them for 5 years upset. I go,
Have you done that?
Yeah, I've stayed with, yeah.
Interesting.
But I don't.
The last woman I go,
really
I don't know what you're talking about. I kept going, but I don't know what you're saying. She goes, hold on a second. She starts rifling through her drawers.
She's like, I need a new Band-Aid. What if she just always put another Band-Aid over and it just got really...
Just every week a different Band-Aid. She pulled out a chart, like this giant, like accordion, like a map of the god. Like it looked like a Game of Thrones map.
Yeah.
And it had skeletons all over it. She's like,
No.
See how we began to evolve?
No.
And I go, I'm so sorry. I was like, I can't.
Skeletons?
Yeah, I can't look at a diagram of skeletons right now. And that was last I saw her. And then my friend just sent me a link to another therapist. Tell me what you think of this. I zoomed in. She has a dead tooth.
Ooh.
That said, she is a grief specialist.
She's been grieving that tooth for
So it's kind of on brand. But I'm like, this is judgmental. And I'm like, maybe that's a test.
Wait, you are so much like me that you're like, maybe I need to go to a grief specialist. That you're like, what if this one didn't work? I should try this one. This one is a little too hot, a little too cold.
The thing is, I feel like therapists list everything. They're like, and I do grief. Right. It's like, we're like, and I can kind of speak French, like in special skills on our resume.
And I have a Band-Aid.
And I have
not
a Band-Aid.
It.
Yeah. I have an endless supply.
You're like, are you just trying to put a Band-Aid on my problems? You keep bringing it up.
Oh my God, interesting. That is an interesting metaphor. But I haven't landed on a new person. So I'm hoping this woman that we both see.
But how crazy is it for you to send it to me before you even made your appointment? What is that? What is that? If we're being curious, what is that you would send it first? Because did you feel gatekeeper when I said?
I reached out. I love that you're going to see her. I actually don't mind. I'm not going to go, oh, what do I do about Annie? Like, that's not going to be at the top of my list right now.
You're like, listen, at 5:45, you have quite a piece of work coming in.
I'll be like, have fun.
I took the one time you could see her.
You took my one time slot. And she's going to choose you because I'm sliding scale.
Oh my God.
So
Wait, where did you find her? You just were Googling?
I was Googling Los Angeles therapists for high-performing artists.
Can we read?
Yeah,
is this going to give up too much information?
Whatever.
Okay.
Well, we're probably going
to hate her.
Doing a free consultation.
We're probably going to hate her, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I never really paid attention to free consultations. And then there were a couple times where I just didn't do something with someone and it felt like the right thing. And then there are times where they didn't give me a free consultation and I jumped right in and I go, why am I spending my time with this person? Right.
Yes. I had a woman looking at her phone during the pandemic. She was like, and I go, I'm sorry, what are you doing right now?
Do you have a sick parent? Do you have an elderly person? Do you have an immune compromised person in the hospital?
In the hospital right now. And even so, turn off your phone for 50 minutes.
We have a problem. Todd and I have a problem with everyone we end up working with in our business. They have some personal problem that comes up. And it's, oh my God. Whenever we bring a new person on, Todd's like, we have to stay to business. And it's hard because
give me an example. Can you give me an example? It doesn't
custody
have to be
battles, things where you're like
someone in a custody battle is
but it's like I don't like and I am kind.
I'm in a custody battle. I'm in a custard competition this weekend.
Listen, I have a yeasty that is very custard like right now, and I am not going to be able to post the captions of your clip.
But that's interesting. But you're drawing people to learn lessons. So you can learn a lesson. So this is where we are the same. Also, we see the potential in people who have a little bit of damage.
Yes.
Same black line that was drawn on you. Was drawn on me. And now it's
I thought you were going to say save black. I thought you were going to do Black Lives Matter. I was like, oh my God, what the hell is that? She didn't say that. She didn't say that.
Where is this coming from?
Okay, yeah. I did an interview for a girl that wanted to be, by the way, she was getting kicked out of the Comedy Store one night.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, I want to work for you. And I was like, okay.
Oh my God, I remember this. The woman who told you to do something with your light fixtures. There's something here with light fixtures. You hired someone who
This is a very interesting, like a psychic reading that's wrong.
I'm like Long Island, man. It begins with an L. Light fixture, light hair.
Anyway, she ended up like telling me like a really crazy traumatizing story in the interview.
Yeah.
Where I'm like holding her hands and crying. And then it was just, I mean, I ended up not working with her, but I'm like, why was that the thing where I was like, you're hired? Like, it wasn't like, what can you do? What's your skill set? I was like, what happened?
It was that she
to you?
opened up to you emotionally.
But that's bad. And that's where I always get manipulated.
Wait, I need to think of a third funny L.
Lesbian?
Right here, like fiction, lesbian.
Have you tried it?
Okay.
Labia? Have
Okay,
you had one in your
good.
mouth?
Okay. Thank you. I'm just like, we need to close the ring on the L's.
I like that. Our brains are the same.
Yeah. You knew that I couldn't let that just float there.
What I like is what I could have seen happening is maybe the end of the episode. And the whole time your eyes have been a little bit
searching.
Yeah.
No, I know. I had to get rid of it.
No, I'm with you.
So your currency with her was her
trauma.
And that
Psychotic.
she trusted you with her trauma. So you thought, I'll trust you with my
entire business,
taxes.
Everything. You're everything.
Like, in order to hire a tax accountant, I need them to weep in my arms.
I know. And it's like, it's not that like, she's a lovely girl. Like, it's not even that. It's like, it's just, what am I getting myself into? Where I'm now like emotionally connected to someone I barely know when I'm just, that's the People magazine.
When I first moved here, I had a really small studio apartment in Koreatown and I ended up moving in with my boyfriend.
Haven't we all moved in with your boyfriend?
And I let this really talented, she's such a funny comedian, but I didn't know that much about her personal life. I was just like, she's wild and funny. And I never stopped by to see like what was going on in the apartment. She left kind of without warning. It was time to move out. I'm like, okay, I'm like, just make sure everything's out. The bed had like black grime all over it. The toilet was clogged. Like it looked like heroin with like, there was a black film on everything. And I thought, wow, this was someone that I really thought, she's great.
Yeah. She was fun. She
like, there's
entertained
something
you.
off that made me drawn to her comedy that I was like, wow, I can't believe her
into my
mind
space that I am legally responsible for.
Exactly.
So was it hard to clean and everything, or did it eventually?
I didn't even know what to do. Yeah, it was
and
like my life's work.
Problem.
It was my life's work. Yes.
To just chip away at the crust.
It was like scraping a grill, but the whole apartment was a grill.
And you really thought it was like she was a heroin addict and that's what was going on?
I think so, yeah. I think there
drug
was...
addiction will... Yes. Even if you're already messy, because I'm like a pretty... You're like a cluttered person too, right? Or you
I work on it. I work on it, yes. But thank you, because we're quantum leaping there.
We are quantum leaping, but I just think like growing up, you grew up in like a chaotic environment.
I could never find my permission slip.
Oh my God, I forged it anyway. Who cares?
Did you?
I could forge everyone's. My mom would like just be like, have Annie sign things.
Because you're such a good artist.
And I just had hers. Well, I was copying my mom. I like idolized my mom, so I was always copying her handwriting. Like I might not even be a good artist. I might have just been copying that my mom was a good artist.
Wow.
Like my desire to like be like my mom.
No, that's apprenticeship though. Every good artist needs an apprentice.
Well, did they have to pay attention to you and want to help you?
But there are also certain artists. I actually love finding out about artists who were born like at the same time, like or around the same time, who kind of had like similar styles, like Manet and Degas.
Mm-hmm. Can you believe those are real names?
Manet and Degas.
Degas,
yeah.
My mom was an art history major.
Anne Sexton, the poets Anne Sexton and Sylvia Plath. Oh my God.
I giggle every time someone says pianist. Never going to stop.
But it is interesting letting these people into your life, or even with dating where you're like, okay, things.
Oh, I'm activated. This is so intense. All of everything's firing in me.
Yes.
This must be what like love and passion is. And it's like, no, I am literally in danger.
Yes.
It is mimicking the feeling of fight or flight I had as a kid.
Isn't that wild?
And then I got Todd, steady. My first steady.
I was driving here thinking my boundaries are so much better than I was in my 20s. Like I can't even believe what a loose.
I am a slave to your away message. I'm a slave to it.
So when you text me.
I like that you have it though, but I'm a slave to it.
When you text me, it says, I'm away from my phone right now, but I'll get back to you when the time is right.
I text like, I think of something and then I tag it and then I tag it. So it's me saying basically the same thought and in between it's just your away message. So rude. If you were actually typing it, you'd be like, excuse me.
It's also because I feel guilty not responding people to right away. Oh my God, if I was typing it every time. Yeah.
That's actually, that would be a fun twist. That's your M. Night Shyamalan at the end.
This is an amazing book that my friend Marianne Sirk interviewed this woman on the radio on 98 Rock. She's a radio personality.
Incredible.
Check her out, Baltimore. This woman is like a full-on channeler. And she has these affirmations that you repeat to yourself over and over. And a lot of times I'll just point to one. Wow. Okay.
Get a spray tan.
I don't know what being sent back. Oh my God. That's so funny. I do need a spray tan. No, I didn't have time. I didn't even. I couldn't even
spray tan girls.
There is a hot can of Sally Hansen leg paint rolling around in my car right now. I couldn't find it in time. I'm sorry. The number of cans jangling around in there. I feel like Santa Claus as I'm driving. There's just a constant soundtrack.
Acknowledging that it's hot is really the best part. You just grab it, it's like burns your hand.
Okay, I release compromising my truth to be liked in all moments.
You just become a really big bitch.
I did not want to wear a bikini. Okay, will you flip to a random page?
Yeah. I release being limited by my current ethnicity. In all moments, this is because I did get the spray tan. Wait, because I did get the spray tan. I'm reading this correctly, right?
Yes,
I'm like, okay. I release being limited by my current ethnicity.
And as an American, you've got the
guys. My spray tan did not develop as dark as I wanted it to be. They told me to do a 2. I did a 3. It should have been a 4. I have 3 more hours to go. That is so. Here. This is like it's time to culture appropriate. I have cornrows.
At least someone's getting the views. Randy's like fully taking me to this. It's been a while. Randy's taking me to second base right now. His hands are literally.
She's wet and wild. Let's just say that, folks.
Wow,
Randy, you are her. You are her. I can't believe that's what I just got.
Randy me too'd me.
She got me too'd by a very.
Am I getting an email 3 years from now? I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what happened on Anniewood.
The sorries were wild.
The sorries coming out of the woodwork.
The sorries were wild because it would be people you weren't even thinking about, and they're like, "Oh, this person's ruminating."
Yes, I got one that was like, with everything that's going on right now with the Me Too movement, I'm like, I have not had a shred of thought about
It's such narcissism. I wouldn't even be thinking about you.
You are not on my mind.
But now that I got you here.
Yeah. Now that I got you here.
It is funny. There was one guy that had DM'd me this really like, I wonder if I can find it.
Yeah, I want to see.
It was like I was watching this TV show that he had made. And I did a tweet about it, and he followed me and then DM'd me, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I love your show. And then he
said, I'm sorry, me too.
No, this is where then he did his Me Too. By the way, the way this one looks.
Oh, that's where he did his Me Too.
Yeah, it's really good.
Ooh,
but what he wrote it was so funny.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's still on here.
Oh my God. Are you checking a text from Rugs USA?
It's not on here. He must have deleted. I think you can delete the.
Oh my God. I love that Randy's in this.
It's so funny what he wrote. It was something like, you're a warm banana pudding on a creamy summer day. It was so crazy.
On a creamy summer
I'm telling
day.
you, it was like that. There was cream, bananas, sun, melting. It was the weirdest text I ever got.
Is he saying you're sweet, or was it like a sexual thing?
It was like a sexual
thing. I'm not trying to gaslight your Me Too.
And he's married. I'm
like, that didn't happen.
I wish I know it's not there.
Like,
I made it up.
He was.
It's not even, there's no evidence of it. But it was something, you're a warm cream pie on a summer day or something like so just out of nowhere. And then he called me his Twitter crush.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I mean, he's just married. He's married to like a famous person who's like one of my queens, one of my idols.
Oh my God.
And so it was very weird. And then But I didn't care. It just was like, it's just like annoying sometimes when someone does that. You're like,
yeah,
this felt cool until that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a big deal or anything. But then I posted something about my boyfriend at the time. I wrote something like about my boyfriend. Like every time I get the chills, my ex-boyfriend's dad is making direct eye contact with my selfies or something. Like it was just some random thing. And he wrote, I get it. He DM'd me and he goes, I get it. Dads and boyfriends. Like I understood. Like I was writing to him. I was like,
oh my God.
It was really weird. But then years later during the Me Too movement, he was like, so sorry about whatever. And I was like, it wasn't, it was very weird.
Now, do you have guys watching your story right away? Or is it mostly
I just
strangers?
really don't look. I don't notice that.
Because you're not single.
Right.
So being single, I feel like there are certain people like in my sphere where I'm like, you see it within 3 seconds. Like, what do you have an alert?
We have a friend
that
who we see is looking at things all the time. And we have a fun game where we go,
weird?
How fast did he like it?
And
he's always liked every babe picture that anyone's ever posted.
The like races.
It's like, it's
oh my God.
So weird to want to be first. It's weird to want to be first.
That'd be an interesting show. Predicting who's going to like what first and what's going to trigger someone and what's going to like set somebody up.
Methinks I know.
I feel like I'm leaning back like a grandma in this chair.
I'm like trying to push mine forward.
Oh my God.
I like the wearing it this direction because
I need to. What if this one was upside down? Then my boobs would be in these things.
Guys, look, we fall asleep in our makeup throughout our childhood. This happens. I wore a lot of makeup as a kid. I'd fall asleep. I'd pass out. I'd wake up still full Jean Bonnet in the morning. And I'm older
slept
now.
through this whole episode in makeup.
I have been sleeping this entire time in a full spray tan. You can't tell. But you can't do that anymore. We got to take care of our skin. It's time, okay? If you're noticing some changes, some fine lines or wrinkles, you're not alone. I have 2. A few, not that many. OneSkin treats the causes of aging instead of the symptoms. It's made with the OS1 peptide. OneSkin reduces the number of aged skin cells you have and diminishes the signs of aging. This stuff rules. This is the body SPF.
I love the container.
This is an SPF slathered on your...
Wow. OneSkin.
But they have a lot of different stuff, but it's a peptide, which is what's up these days. All of their labs are backed by lab and clinical studies, and everything they launch is seriously next level. So I think you can trust me on this. My skin looks freaking good.
Wow.
And if you want to be like me, get on the OneSkin game because this will actually help you reduce what's already there. Oh my gosh, we are going to the beach. We are going to the beach, baby.
We are.
OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer.
Wow.
I love a young acting skin. It just bounces. Quarters bounce off of it. I'm always throwing change at my own face and it bounces right off like a baby's booty. Get started today with 15% off using code Annie at oneskin.co. That's 15% off at oneskin.co with code Annie. They'll ask you where you heard about them. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Guys, it is time. We are done with summer. We're getting into fall. It's time to get your new fashion. You want to get those staples, those beautiful things. Do you enjoy a nice cashmere article?
Yes, I love quantum leaping into autumn.
Yes, we quantum leap into autumn. I'm going to spring myself. I'm going to skip winter, which we do have the luxury to do in California. But here's the thing. I do want to up my wardrobe game. I have gotten completely gutted. My closet has been gutted by a beautiful, wonderful person named Robbie Hoffman, very harsh in her dealings with my closet, but she got rid of all my stuff. And this is going to upset her, but I am ready to replace some things. I'm ready to bring some things in. And I want to get classier. She told me, you've got to leave behind your past. You're not tacky anymore. And it's time to get some, I know.
That's sad to me, but I do see that there might be occasion for something
cashmere,
perhaps timeless and lightweight.
But I don't want to spend all of my money on cashmere, okay? They have that whole section at Bloomingdale's of cashmere, and it's like $5,000 for a thing that you have to pay all this extra money to go get washed and everything. Right. If I have to dry clean you, you got to be cheap in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be spending on cleaning you. And that is where Quince comes in, because Quince has cashmere sweaters that start at $50. They have washable silk tops.
That's amazing.
And so much more.
Washable silk tops.
And you know, I need to wash because I am a sweaty girl. I pit out. So I can't be like dealing with all this stuff. But a washable silk is very amazing. And these are very affordable. So let's just up our wardrobe game this year. Let's just be adults. Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to you. So items are 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Bloomingdale's, we're looking at you. Plus, they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes.
That's amazing.
Like I think that now we're in this world where you can find out where things are coming from and you can't really have a blind eye to all those fast fashions anymore.
Yeah, it's not like we can't get a tour of the chocolate factory.
We know the age of the children making that chocolate.
We need to trust, and we can trust Quince.
Quince has our back. Make switching seasons a breeze with Quince's high quality closet essentials. Go to quince.com/Annie for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Annie to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Go to quince.com/Annie.
I love that you got one about your ethnicity. Because also, don't limit yourself to be an American. You're just part of the world.
Well, I found out I was Jewish so much later than I really needed to know.
Yeah.
I needed this when all my friends were getting bat mitzvah and I wasn't. I needed it. I was left out.
You should have an adult bat mitzvah.
I think Tiffany Haddish did that.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of people doing it before. Yeah. You could really do that.
Let's wait a little.
Yeah. Let's do it at the wedding. You just upstage it with a bat mitzvah.
I got a lot of plans for this
Annie's
wedding.
walking down the aisle. Suddenly someone comes out with a giant Torah.
They like lift me up on a chair. I just throw the glass at him. It's like, whoa. I would like to do the smashing of the glass.
I know.
That's the coolest part of Jewish weddings.
So fun.
Well, because isn't it like you smash it and that's the years of
I need to get married. I want to get married this year.
Okay.
By Christmas.
All right. Wait. I'm going to tell you if it's going to happen.
Okay.
She felt she was the victim. Also, she kept telling me about incredible pain in her left shoulder. This is so weird.
Oh my God. That's
wait. That's about me. That's not about you. That's so. Are you having pain in your left shoulder?
I remember you told me this yesterday.
I just had an epiphany today during my meditation. So I always had this side of my body was my most painful. This is where I get my cluster headaches. This is where I usually have like all this like pain in my jaw and stuff. And I've been working with a massage therapist and it's gone away, but then it started coming up in this shoulder, in this area. This is my feminine. So this is daddy, this is mommy. So I worked out my with my dad and then I'm having stuff with my mom, we love each other.
Is it whichever hand you write with or is it just?
No, it's the right side is your masculine and the left is your feminine. So then your right side is your giving, which I was having problems where I was over giving and I was so stressed out because I was like giving and giving and giving.
Yeah.
And then I figured that out. And then your left side is your maternal, your feminine, and it's your receiving. And my receiving's off right now. I'm blocked on receiving.
Wow. So this is giving.
Yeah. Wait, giving is daddy. And receiving is allowing your mother
inside you. It's a diva cup of mom.
You div? Are you a div?
I've never dived before.
Diving is wild.
I have to say lately, I'm like, why can't I just bleed? Like, why can't I just free flow? I'm so sick of shoving.
Can. Here's the thing. You can. It's awkward when you stand up.
Yeah, you're right. I could.
You could. It's just you're leaving a mess behind.
I feel like it would be so, just for 1 month, have free blood month or something, or free flow February.
And you're just walking around. You're just sitting in your seats. Yeah. You're just going around just leaving blood everywhere.
Yeah, just to make it visible.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Just for visibility.
I would start with the Diva Cup myself. I think that's a starter free bleed.
Yeah.
The Diva Cup's weird because it's full and you're in public. It's like, it's not like you just dump it out.
You're just carrying a cup full of blood wherever you go.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because it's cool to see what's in there.
It feels almost like it has like some mythology to it.
Well, my friend she was like, I have to call you back. My cup is overflowing. And I thought she meant like she was too emotionally like but it was her
Oh
actual
my
diva
God,
cup.
I want to put a grail in there.
Oh,
Like, wouldn't that be so
because it's a hole. It's holy.
Because it's holy. I want to put a golden grail cup.
But it has to be able to like fold and open.
Oh, I see.
But the thing is, when you take it out, you're in a public restroom. It's not, you can't, you have to wash it. So you have to take this like
almost like a
mess.
colander.
It's like a little, I wish I had one. They are
And
fun.
You know who Al Gore invented the diva cup.
And it was gory.
It was gory.
And let me tell you, that's where he got his nickname Gore, because it looks like something bad happened.
It was AL powered.
Something needs to be. The AI algorithm. It's a mess.
Oh my God.
It's a bloody, nasty mess. But you feel like you're taking back the night.
You feel like you're taking.
But they had the period huts. Can you look up period huts, Bo? My love. They used to just send us off to a hut.
Really?
To bleed. Which is amazing.
I was tracking my period, like you're on my app and my moods
tracking
and stuff.
It behind
and then I was
you?
like, oh, I've just been
tracking it on the.
I was trailing my period everywhere. Oh my God.
I thought there was more people in there. I know it was just like 2 people.
Do you know what
it's like? And you're like all bitchy. You're like, it's like some girl you don't like.
This is like the red tent, that book, The Red Tent. Oh my God.
They're still doing it.
Better menstrual huts.
They're still doing it.
Oh my God. We should just take Pizza Hut and take out the word pizza and put menstrual.
Ah.
And get them here.
Pizza works
Bring
too.
them here.
Sauce. Pizza pie. This is.
Oh my God.
And then we just bleed out. And then what?
Wow.
Do men come serve us? I like the idea if I did it and then men just served me.
Do professional dancers, and by that I mean
Strippers?
Exotic dancers, do they schedule around their menstrual cycle, do you think?
No.
Okay. Great.
No way.
Oh, they could do an OB that doesn't have the, oh no, OB has a string.
But you can tuck it up.
Or Diva Cup, you think?
I guess I know what you're saying, yeah, because I was thinking of ones where they weren't considered.
Like if you're wearing a G-string or something. I'm just curious.
Oh, wait, speaking
because
of.
I'm thinking about doing it.
Speaking of.
Moments before I go into menopause, I'm thinking.
You see what I have here?
Oh my God. Yes. Aren't we Year of the Rabbit? Oh no, that was last year.
But also, can I just say something? This tan is nothing.
I know. We thought level 3 was going to be
I thought I was going to be dealing with my ethnicity.
Which, by the way, the show Chaos, all those characters have intense spray tans. I'm like, wow, I'm really learning a lot about Versa in Crete.
My elbow's tan. At least I got my elbow. Not this one, but this one. Like, this is crazy.
You look like Prometheus from Chaos.
I look like Prometheus. I look like a promiscuous Prometheus.
Prometheus. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. So
Annabelle, we are going to quantum leap today.
Yes.
So quantum leaping
is that when your spray tan develops finally? This is $30. $30. What the hell is this?
It's going to take some time to develop.
There were a lot of elderly people at the tanning salon.
Oh.
But not getting spray tans. Getting real tans. Maybe they actually are just young.
Well, yeah, maybe they're young, but their age accelerated.
It was weird though. I was like, because we know that actual tanning is truly horrible for you.
I just had a memory of when I was little. I was at the pool and there was this woman who had tons of freckles. My friend Sherry goes, go ask her if she has freckles on her vagina. And I did.
Terry or Sherry?
Sherry.
Sherry's the bitch.
She's actually has a big company now called Spearmint Love, like a baby clothing company. I grew up with her. But yeah.
She's good at delegating. She's good at delegating. She gets other people to do the dirty work.
Yeah. And then she told me to tell our rabbi that he had a huge mole on his face. And I did that. I would do anything anyone told me.
I used to do that too. But then my friend would go, then I would get in trouble and I'd be like, oh, she told me to. She's like, no, I didn't. Did she do that?
Yeah. She'd be like, I didn't say that. Yeah.
My girl that did that is very successful as well. She has an incredibly successful restaurant. Incredibly successful.
So they were almost using us as prototypes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like that's called like risk aversion or something in the business world, like a risk. What is it?
But also
like,
it's kind of like
trying to sample it out. Like, well, what does happen when you tell the rabbi he has them all? Let's take a look.
And then
roll the footage.
And then not care about the hurting us is crazy.
Yeah.
Not caring about the messenger.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking. Look.
We also.
Is areola showing? We're close. There's an under boob sitch when you wear it this direction. Now, I get triggered by this girl sometimes.
Yeah.
Thinking about her. And I always have to remind myself, you cannot be mad at a 16-year-old. You're 41 years old.
Oh my God. Wait, who is this? Who's the 16?
This was just this girl.
At the tanning salon?
No, this was the girl from my high school who used to do that shit to me.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yes.
Would,
I still think about mine too.
She would like pimp me out. And then I'm like, you have to release this. She was a child.
I would do any dare. I danced. And
that's about us. It's not about them. Because they're just going to, like, if we had said like, no, we're not doing that, they would have never, ever asked us to do it again. Yeah. They would have gone to someone else.
Yes. I was just telling a friend,
They'd be homeless. They'd be doing nothing with their lives.
On Halloween, I was dressed as Jem from Jem and the Holograms. You might not know who that is.
Of course.
Okay. Pink-haired rock star. Of course Someone dared me to go down a laundry chute. And I got stuck. And I had Kool-Aid dyed hair, a green mini skirt that I really had I was not to body shame myself. I was a bit Rubenesque.
I don't want to be rude, but you were dressed kind of like a piece of trash. So it makes sense.
You were just like a dirty piece of laundry.
Right. Oh, it was a laundry
And the mom had to come and slick my body with olive oil to get me out.
I don't want to be rude, but this sounds as fake as my DM story. My Me Too.
There are certain stories. Well, guess what? I also predicted 9/11. There, I said it. No one believes me. I'm like, I was in New York on 9/10.
No. Are you being serious?
I'm totally serious. And I was supposed to fly. Oh, no. I was there on 9/9. I was supposed to fly back 9/11. And my sister just happened to be there. And I went to her hotel and I go, I am having a horrible feeling here. I remember walking through Barnes and Noble and being like, there's a terrible vibration. And I switched my plane ticket, which I was broke. I worked retail.
Well, wasn't it flights coming in or was flights leaving that they
It's not like I would have been
around?
on the same plane, but I switched.
But isn't that where your intuition was like, stay around for this one? You're going to want to see this.
No, I switched my flight so I would leave New York a day early.
Oh, amazing.
So I flew back on September 10th. I was like, I don't want to go. I need to get out of here.
This was 2012, but.
No, it was the same year. 1983. I'm just delusional. By the way, in quantum leaping, time doesn't exist.
I love when time doesn't exist. Yeah. Time is such a annoying thing.
Like there's no past, there's no future. It's just now.
Yeah. It's wild. Are you an Eckhart Tolle person?
If he talked a little faster, if I listened to him on 1.5,
you should.
I've done that because sometimes he's just like, the earth is meant for the purpose of this moment. And you're like, TikTok, Tolle. Like,
I know, we got time. By the way, the present moment is going very slowly right now. I got shit to do. The rest of the world is not as slow as your voice.
Right now?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Well, if anyone knows about clocks, it should be me. We fully talked about clocks last time I was here. You know what's interesting too? Things that come up when you're with the same person. Like we keep talking about clocks and there's no such thing as time.
Can we see what his Look at his goatee. Wait, go down. Look at the old goatee. He looks like he's in Smash Mouth.
I love that Eckhart Tolle has a flavor. He's like, savor the moment.
Wait, can you look at Eckhart Tolle partner? I want to see who he's dating.
Yes. He looks very cozied up to Oprah there, by the way. He's sitting on Oprah's lap. Oh my God, wait, I'm not even kidding. Mom. Annie, that looks like our therapist.
It does look like our therapist.
She very well might be dating Eckhart Tolle.
What is going on with his goatee? What is going on with that? Okay, and then can we look up his house?
Oh my God, yeah, I want to see where he lives.
I want to see this mansion, this. Okay.
Oh my God, he lives in a meeting house.
Literally looks like a Quaker meeting house. Wait, that's weird. It looks like a center. He lives in a center.
Oh my God. Of course he wears neutrals. He just is neutral.
He's so nooch.
We've got to get Eckhart Tolle and pop a color.
We should give him a makeover.
Oh my
Look,
God.
He looks so sad. He's in purple and he looks so sad.
Eckhart Tolle makeover is so funny, Annie.
Somebody made him wear that and he's upset.
The
Look
purple.
at him.
Yeah, you're right. He looks like a sad turtle.
He does look like a turtle. Oh my God.
There are a lot of turtles amongst us, by the way.
If I'm like,
there's one comedian where I'm like, you literally look like a frog.
There are a lot of turtles. Wait, but Lizzy, if I'm walking
So
if I'm going on a walk and this man is doing this right there, I'm out.
You love it. No, really?
I'm out. I don't
Have
want
you
this.
never? Sometimes I do things publicly and I'm like, you know what? It's fine. The people, even on walks, who do the squats as they're walking, you're like, you're alone and you're squatting. That's bold. Those are
There's
the kind
always
of
a beach bitch.
Those are
There's
the
always a
kind
beach
of
bitch.
things that cause quantum leaps. You're breaking out of your normal.
Should we announce
behavior.
our new?
Yes.
Or is that for us? Is that for us or for us to give
Let's
to
tell
the audience?
everybody because they can do it too. So
Okay.
and it'll actually
We have
make
a
ours seem
challenge.
less severe.
Okay.
We have a challenge for everybody. This is called
It's called
DC
Comics.
DC Comics, but it can be for anyone.
Yes.
DC Community.
DC Community. We are delusional and cringe.
In the month of September.
The month of September, we
doing
are
an
delusional.
experiment.
We are cringe. We're doing everything that
Yes.
it would seem humiliating.
Yeah.
We don't care. So we're going to be working out on the beach.
We're going to be working out on the beach.
I'm going to be
You're going to
sitting
be
like
licking
Eckhart Tolle.
guns. I know you're going to be licking lots of guns. You're going to be drinking Red Bull out of a gun.
This is not different.
I know. That's the thing. So what would that be for you?
I think putting myself out there in different ways than I usually do. I think I'm very afraid of not being funny.
Oh, okay.
And I have a perfectionism.
Oh, I
thing, so
can't
want my
wait
things
for
to be
you.
very funny.
I normally don't share stuff like this post.
Yeah, guys, I don't, but I was.
I know, guys, I normally don't post stuff like
I'm
this.
still going to make it funny though. I can't post, I just like, just not even my nature.
No, you gotta be.
No, you've got to be cringe.
I got to be cringe.
You
Just
gotta
be really
be cringe.
serious.
You
You got to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
okay,
I'm
so
naturally
How many?
cringe.
But wait, how many? You have not posted anything serious in your life. You were.
Yeah,
she
you're
just
right.
sent me a video of her tap dancing to Alec Baldwin's voicemail that he left his daughter Ireland in 2006.
I need to get serious. You're right. I had a whole.
That is so
Do you know what's
crazy. I definitely
crazy?
did not say that.
I had a whole.
But that's crazy that that's what you took.
What?
I didn't say you have to get serious, but you're like, I have to get serious. You're right.
Oh, okay. You're
But-
right. You're right.
We can be.
Delusional cringe. For me, this
Serious.
is that.
Right.
I've never worn anything like this.
I did not,
publicly.
by the way. This was an idea that organically came up with both of us. This was not. This is like I've R'd you. You're like, I've just been R'd by Annie.
Let me tell you, you did R me. I have to tell you something. This reminds me of the book Frog and Toad Are Friends. You are Frog and I'm Toad. And the
Okay.
story is they go, let's go to the beach today. And Frog's excited about it. And Toad goes, I don't like how I look in my swimsuit. And they're like, no one's don't worry about it. They all get in the water. Everyone gets out. And Toad, me, is afraid to get out of the water because he's afraid.
Here's what I.
Everyone's going to see Toad in his swimsuit. And then all the animals in
But
the forest.
Frog has like no boobs. Frog is like very like. Frog has been called a refrigerator before. Frog has been said that your body is shaped like a refrigerator, and Frog doesn't care because Frog likes to not have clothes on.
I know Frog.
Frog is less about, but like Frog.
But that's
thought
part of
that
my
Toad
quantum
would be-
leap.
But Frog thought that Toad would like to be next to
hold
a
on.
square or
Tell me
flatter body
that.
because it would accentuate
No,
the hot bod that I was born without.
of a woman nearing menopause. By the way, don't you love that we're talking about these Frog and Toad's quantum leaping?
Yes. No, I felt the leap.
I feel like
felt
they're
the connection
kind of totems for us a little bit
totems.
to look to.
Mine's a frogum.
Totem.
Mine's a frogum.
Toesies, me toesies, me toesies. Wait, hold on. This cannot be a clip, but can we talk about it? The
It won't be the clip, but let's talk about it. Can
Okay,
we please
so
talk about it? Wait, can I just say before, I
Yeah,
want to
please.
preface this with, I live vicariously through Lizzy's dating life. And that's why to me, it's crazy for you to have like anything like weird about your body because you are the most heavily sought after female comedian
Shut
in this
up.
business. You are always being chased down the street by men in our business. In our
Stop.
industry.
No, I'm not.
It's true.
Just kidding.
But is it not
I
true?
know.
There's a few pants I've had to talk you out of.
A few pants.
Just one pair.
That
the
is
hospital pair.
So funny. Oh my God, yes. Annie took me into the emergency room and she was like, who told you to wear those pants? They're not your friend.
She had to go to the emergency room for something else. But
no, Annie was like, let's go have lunch at the emergency room.
I was like, listen, do you like Jell-O? Because I know how to get some free stuff. I mean, it costs money, but insurance will cover it eventually.
Do you like Jell-O?
Have you met your deductible yet?
Oh my God.
But yeah, there were some pants where I was like,
meet your deductible. And then the curtain opens.
That was the brand. The pants were called Meet Your Deductible.
Meet your deductible. They had a cinch waist and they were baggy. They're kind of like this, honestly. And
now it's the style, but
whoever told you to buy those are not your friend.
There was someone sabotaging you. And I feel like you have a lot of saboteurs.
I have saboteurs. I do. I have people go, send it. It's good. Send it out. You're done. Don't worry about it. There's so many people who don't care about getting things right. And it's because they have trust funds.
Or do you think you have trust issues? I just want to say that because of trust.
Oh,
but no, do
do.
You think that maybe them saying send it off is them just not even listening to what your problem is and being like, because I feel that sometimes with people and I go, wait, I have worn them down.
That's like how Zeus dismisses
and
Prometheus.
they just go, sure, go ahead, do it, whatever you want.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Great. And you're like, but it's not great. Or when you know you're not ready for the audition and they go, just wing it.
Wing it is disrespectful.
All my best things come from winging it. And you're like, I'm not a wing.
No. The only thing winged about me is my eyeliner. Okay? And maybe these arms.
And my maxi pad. The 10 maxi pads I'm wearing.
Are you just a pad girl? No.
No, I actually wear thongs, so I don't wear a pad because they do not wear pads that wrap around. It's like taking it's almost like you sliced a straw vertically and wrapped it around the thong of your string of your thong.
When a maxi pad touches itself, it's an unbreakable bond. I mean, there's fluff coming out. There's it gets fuzzy trying to rip that shit off.
It gets fuzzy. But then you take that part and you can just shove it in like a tampon, the cotton part.
You take it. Oh my! I was like, give her the hut. Do
Annie,
not allow this.
I'm trying to write a joke about this, but did you know there's something not toxic shock syndrome, which is tampons, but there's something called toxic squash syndrome.
No, wait.
And it's not like, get this thing out of me. It's from eating too much squash, but it's real. Toxic squash syndrome. You can look this up.
Look it up.
Isn't that crazy? Toxic squash.
Well, I have said that toxic shock syndrome is not real, and then it is real. It just doesn't seem like a thing they made up to scare us.
Someone eats a bitter squash that contains high levels of cucurbitacins.
It's when you accidentally eat your tampon and put a squash in your pussy.
You mess them up. You eat the tampon and
guys, things are wild. When you're on your period, you're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's up, what's down, what's a squash, what's a tampon.
Around an hour.
Toxic squash. Okay.
Oh my God, how does this happen?
We've got to get into this quantum leaping.
We quantum leap to the end of the episode.
We were on something. We were onto something.
We're always onto something.
We were on it.
Todd, cover us.
What were we talking about?
The dating.
Oh
yeah, we have to talk about this. This is like, I honestly, if he sees this, it's okay because he did redeem himself.
Okay, yes, yeah. And people, this is a healthy.
Yes.
This is what I think when you're a people pleaser, this is where it's actually it can be a negative and it can be a part of your shadow. If you're like worried about not hurting someone's feelings and you're withholding your own truth that way, you're actually robbing that person of knowing how you felt about a thing they did. Like, maybe he should. And I think, guys, comment below, men, women, everyone, comment below if you think that this man needed to hear this lesson. Because I think he did.
The thing is, okay,
it helps him in the future.
I met this guy on a dating app. He was lovely. His answers were all thorough. He was attentive, but not annoying. And he went home. He was at home visiting friends or something. And he messaged me, just got my first mani-pedi, ask me anything.
This was after the date or before?
Before. Okay, what do you think of that?
I think if we're about to go on a date,
I don't
want to hear about a mani-pedi.
I know.
I don't want to hear.
I think he was trying to prep me for it mentally because I think in his mind he was like, oh my God, I painted my nails. I have to let her know this was like the thing. Right. That it's not normal.
I think the thing with men with painted nails is you have to be so confident in it. It's like a hat.
Right.
For instance, if I'm wearing this hat out
Yeah.
and I'm not completely confident
Oh my God,
in
we
this
didn't even
hat.
talk about the hat yet.
I-
Sorry, Randy. He's going to need a hat because I literally just like,
Got one eye.
Randy.
If I go out not fully in full
Yeah.
confidence
Yeah.
in this hat, I'm just wearing this hat. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If you have any sort
Now you're
of,
making me want to wear it.
if you have any sort, by the way, it doesn't
Statement
fit my
piece, guys.
head to not.
Yours was black, right?
I had a black one. I don't know what happened to it. Yours is very like, it's more cowboy than I remember. It's folded. It's folded.
I love
You
that
gave it
there
a
are
tip.
hands. I love the hands.
Yeah. It feels like they're cupping
truly
you.
a work of art.
They're covering yours like, shh.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this one, little
Don't
one.
listen to this.
It's your inner child being protected.
Oh my God.
But okay, so I do feel like if he's wearing like toenail polish and fingernail polish, it should not be addressed and he should confidently just have it on.
Interesting. Okay.
Because calling something out, it just shows you're insecure.
Yeah, but I think he was prepping me to be like, I just got my first. So just to let you know, when we go out, this isn't going to be like.
Why would you do that before a first date if that's not going to be your thing?
Why would you?
Like, that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
if I was like, if I'm like.
Because he's having fun with his friends. It's just like,
With these guy friends, they just all went to get their nails done. There's also something like, I kind of want a man, and this is just my own toxic femininity.
Yeah.
I want a man, if he's getting a mani-pedi, I want him to say, I got a manicure and a pedicure.
Yes. Okay.
Don't say it in the girl way. Say it in the mess. I'm a man. I want you to emphasize man, not mani.
Okay.
Pedi. That's for the girls.
I like that you have thoughts every step of the way on
Yes.
this. So he goes, I just got a mani-pedi. Ask me anything. And I was like,
It's
okay.
kind of a funny way of saying it too.
Yeah,
Though.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
I go, what color did you get? Now this is where we come upon a fork in the road. A fork in the feet. He said, on me fingies. Okay, on me fingies,
Okay, so
I
here we
got
go.
sheer gold. And then I went full brat on me toesies. And I was like, me not goesies on the date. Me not goesies. Some time went by. I called a friend who was like, ouch. Like I had
called
to
her
actually.
friend. You understand? She needed it. This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and this is like she had to use one of her
me
lifelines.
toesies. Also me toesies.
Me fingies, me toesies.
Well, saying me toesies, plus he got green on his toes and gold on his hands. He's a leprechaun.
Also, you don't say full
Me toesies.
brat. Brat is like, I feel like Charlie, what is it? Charlie X what?
XCX. Yeah.
XX. I feel like she like, oh, that's funny. I never realized it was XCX. That's funny.
Oh.
I feel like when she did the brat thing, it got so embarrassing who took it over. Like it was not like her intended target audience.
Right. Like Kamala Harris is now brat.
Well,
Like,
the minute she did
okay.
Kamala Harris, it was like, all right, Kamala Harris was like the youngest person doing
Oh my
brat.
God.
It was like, it got taken by, like I fall into this. Okay. I like was like, oh, cool. Everyone's getting green nails or whatever.
Yes.
And I was on the road. I was in Arizona and I went and got like this cool color green. And I go, is everyone getting, and they're like, no. And I was like, oh, I jumped on a thing that wasn't a fully formed. It was cringe. It was cringe.
It was DC Comics.
It was DC Comics ahead of time.
So in this guy's defense, which was lovely, he goes, apologies. So this is like a half hour goes by. Apologies for saying fingies and toesies.
It's pretty amazing that he knew. He knew you were like, you had called a few people at this point. He knew you got a couple. You had to call a man, you had to call a woman, you had someone gay. You had to call like a range of people.
I love
a council. You called a council.
I had to call it an accountant who I vetted to make sure they had trauma. I'm like, do you have trauma? Okay, handle all my resources. Listen. So then he apologized. And he ended up being really nice. Not probably for me, but
right. This is what I want to say.
Not for Macy's.
Back to the thing about getting too personal with people.
Yeah.
I think the reason it's important to keep those work boundaries is because if someone's working for you or working with you or you're working for them, if you're going through something that might make you get stuck in traffic and stuff, that's what your friends are for, right? You call them on the way, you go, And if you then show up to work with this story because you've made some sort of friendship connection with this person, you're then even later to work. Do you know what I mean? Like the work's not getting done. You're talking about the stuff.
I'm trying to think because I feel like I have been the dumper too. I've been like, oh my God, well, like just sometimes you just want to talk about, I know, not anymore. Now I'm good.
No, I'm like that too. No, I've been like that too in my past realm.
Yes.
But yeah, it's
now
I'm
I go to the
inviting
Spearmint
it.
Rhino and I work.
But there are people
I don't dump on the.
There are people that you can just you don't even have to set boundaries. You can just have that sort of demeanor. And if you're a people pleaser, you can't because your worst nightmare is being perceived as cold
don't tell
or
me
something.
what my worst nightmare is.
Well, I'm speaking of myself.
No, it is. Yeah.
Very people pleaser.
No. I have
because
a people pleasing
you
problem.
Cold.
I have a people pleasing problem. This is why we're doing DC Comics. Is we're trying to not just be comfortable taking risks. We're trying to go almost beyond to push it to a point where it's like, if I could go that far, then of course I don't care about this tiny thing.
Yes, I saw this guy on YouTube talking about, this is actually so embarrassing, but this is, to me, I perceive this as cringe. Okay. There's a guy who, when he was going to try to start dating women again after his divorce, he took like a course online, which is already like scary.
A course to date?
On how to date. And what they told the guys to do was to go out and go up to a pretty woman and go and be like, you know what I wanted to say to you? And then when she says, what? Say nothing and just stand there. Because in their head, that was the worst thing that could happen is like you would like go to talk to a beautiful woman and you would like forget what you were going to say. And I'm like, well, why are you ruining that beautiful woman's day?
What I want to know is why you're bad-mouthing my course.
That's so funny. It's called the Frog and the Toad.
It's called the Frog and the Toad. We talk about.
But isn't that like so? But I'm like, but what about these women, these innocent bystanders that all these nerds are going up to and being like, do you know what I wanted to say to you? Ba, 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 ba. And you're like, what?
Do you know what I
could just go with people? Those little girls, the freckle girl and my girl that used to tell me to go say things to people, they just with people. They were just like, go and with people.
My thing is like, how do you really, truly out in the wild get a conversation started with a stranger?
It's the easiest thing in the world.
For you, but then how would you get to the phone number part? How do you get to the phone number part? Because I feel like I have a lot of interactions.
Well, we're a girl too, so that's different, right? Because it's
that's true.
Because you don't want to be too the pursuer, because then it can be. Even though I've always done that, but
just go. All girls like guys with this tattoo, and it's your number.
Everybody likes this tattoo, and you write it on it drawn as an X backwards
as a teardrop.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, because I have done that before where I've just gotten guys' numbers where I've just gone up and been like,
yes.
Or you just make it so obvious that you're wanting them to do it that it's like, it's just their choice, yes or no, asking me for this or not. I will give it to you if you ask. Like where you make them have no doubt.
Yeah.
Todd, have you ever had a girl ask for your number?
Yeah, but it was like it's
He's
more
a customer
like,
service representative.
It's more like Instagram now, where you go, "Oh, what's your Instagram?" And then you kind of like just DM on Instagram,
and you start looking at their stuff.
This is what I hate right now. Which I wish that none of the.
He's Asian. Do not say Asian.
You're like, do not say hate and Asian in the same sentence. I do not like that. Now you have to keep the ball in the air. Like after I went out with this one guy, it's like constant messaging that I don't want to deal with. I told you I'll see you on this date. I'll see you on that date.
But if you had felt more into him and you said, I'll see you on this date, would you have liked that he was texting you?
No, it's too stressful. I get stressed out about communication where I'm not face to face with somebody.
Because you don't know the time.
I'm like, if I slip up, and I don't know if someone's going to understand sarcasm or, well.
No, but I know what you mean.
I'm so sarcastic.
No, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
You just don't know what the vibe is yet. It's like, can we just like put the, also, I don't want to have to think about dating all day.
Right.
I need to refocus my energy. And they also say, well, I just went through puberty. I'm like, and I'm developing like your tan. in this moment.
White. It's weird.
But they also say in Kabbalah, they say, if there's something that you want, try to focus on another thing, because the energy of focusing on the other thing is going to bounce. The light will reflect back.
I like that.
And they'll be even tanner.
Tanner,
like this, your
like
reptile.
I knew you were gonna remember his name.
Self-tanner.
So what is your cringe thing you're gonna do? I think you should make a post and just say something just really from the heart. No jokes.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Okay.
That'll be hard for you.
How many do I do?
Once a week, you have to make a super serious post.
And I don't go, it's super serious Sunday.
Nope. You just got to go, hey guys, just wanted to be really open today and
I know what we can do for yours. Let's fake your death. Guys, what we're saying it here, it stays here. It comes on like an automated message. Like on Facebook, you have the option to, do you know on Facebook, you have the option for when you die for it to become a memorial page? You can set that up now.
Oh my goodness. I want to donate mine to someone that has less followers than me. Like
donate your Facebook to science.
I want to donate it to someone with less followers than me. I want them to be able to have mine. Oh my
God, that's so nice.
Yep. You can have my ex-boyfriend's uncle.
You're going to give your followers. Well, funny you should say that, because I need 100,000 followers by tomorrow or I can't get a kidney transplant.
You got to kill me.
But I've been
you got to kill me. I have two options. You can have one of my organs or my followers.
Oh my God.
What would she choose? I feel like I would choose followers because the joy of having the followers would cure my pancreatic cancer.
You know what I am? I'm already an organ donor. When someone dies, they get all my organs that I play on stage.
I'm an organ donut.
I'm an organ donut. Oh my God. Didn't you love the competing JD Vance and Kamala donut shops? Like JD Vance's was bad. And then they had Kamala go into a bakery. They had her go in and be like, I'll take a piece. That cake looks good, like being natural at the bakery. I'm like, guys, that's just
unacceptable.
It's so unacceptable. I'm like, the DNC, I'm like, this is a Pepsi commercial.
By the way, can we not bring an actress who played in a show where she banged the president and then the fake president come out? Harry Washington, and they're like, and then she's like, and look who's here, the fake president from the show. You're like, oh, guys, this is not helping people think that you guys are all
and John Legend playing the Prince song where he orgasms.
I didn't see that.
He's like,
I didn't see that.
Is all I heard. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hopefully these 80-year-old women in the front didn't hear it.
We were watching, and they're like comedian D.L. Hughley, and then they talked through his whole thing. We're like, what is he saying? They just, I don't know what we were watching, but it was just like people discussing how he was on stage.
I missed that part. I was going over my set when D.L. Hughley was on stage.
I performed at the RNC myself. But.
Oh my God. Okay. Can we do 5 more?
Yeah.
Can we talk about
what's
Tim
your
Walz
cringe?
for a minute?
What's your cringe?
Yeah. What's my cringe? What do you think would be very cringe from me?
Talking about Tim Walz.
Talking about Tim Walz?
No. What would be cringe for you? I think you just have to post more clips, which is out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, post clips, which is out of my comfort zone.
Can you please share with the audience what the response was to that one clip?
Make it stop. I posted something on TikTok. It was very screamy. I was like, ah! And someone was like, no, make it stop. I hate this. And I'm like, I can't be on TikTok. I told Annie. I signed up for TikTok because I thought it was a Lyme disease seminar.
Oh my God, 4 o'clock?
Because I love men.
You'd think you'd kill on TikTok because you only date clockmakers.
It has been true of the last few have been like,
it's just rotating. It's just a rotating.
The hand is spinning. The hand,
one was tall,
hand
one
is
was
spinning.
short too.
Oh yeah. The hand is spinning all over my body. One was tall, one was short. Yeah. And now I'm just like, I'm not looking. I'm posting, but I'm not looking.
But here's the thing, you're always going to get mixed reviews. It's just how it is. Like, I mean, there's some comedians where I'll go like kind of investigate and look at their things and they get like all positive reviews. And I'm like, what happened?
They must be deleting. So some
what
people
happened?
delete.
Because there has to be one person that's saying,
I've read so many.
Especially if you're a female, like there's hits that every female gets. There's a hit every female gets, you know, where it's like, oh, this is all they blah, 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 blah. And
women aren't funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Blah, 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 blah.
You're going to get at least 3 of those.
Yeah.
So, but it's kind of just, I think if you do want to expand in the universe, you have to realize that that's going to bring in all kinds. So you have to be grateful
you
for
look
every
very
comment.
like a Greek god when you do that. By the way, when you read that left-handed thing and you go, do you know what I'm thinking about right now? Right before I thought of the shoulder, I remembered when we were in the hotel room and I go, I'm a left-handed anemic C student with Lyme disease and astigmatism. Remember when you heard me say that over and I am left-handed. You made me say it over and over. You go, say it again. I'm like, I'm a left-handed C student with anemia, with borderline anemia and Lyme disease.
It does sound like a seashells at the seashore.
There's like something about the hand. I can't remember that like made it feel like it was its own animal.
We were just watching David Spade on.
Oh my god! I was obsessed with snake oil.
Snake oil. You guys may not have seen it because I think it got canceled.
It's so good. Top show.
Are you connected with Spade? Have you guys hung out?
I've met him before, and I think he's a hilarious comedian.
But I don't care for his looks.
No. And we are related on 23andMe.
No.
Oh
my god, that'd be so cool.
You know who I am related to?
Hitler. Isn't that ironic?
I am related to a woman who wrote a book about menopause called Hot Flashes. This woman, Barbara Raskin.
It's called Hot
distant cousin. Hot Flashes.
Why do you get a little distant from the material and the title a little bit? Get a little creative with it. It's just called Hot Flashes.
I think it's a sex book. Like it's a book about having sex in your 50s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Todd, get ready to shellac me up.
Okay, let's talk about one more funny thing. Let's find one more thing.
This is
Let's
disgusting.
hit it home.
Randy, are you cheating on me?
What about a video of you crying?
Me?
Talking about something crying.
I don't want to cry.
Oh my God.
That is too far.
Cry about, yeah.
I don't want to. If it's a joke, I will. I'm not posting. What am I crying about?
You know what would be DC
crying.
for you? An earnest political post.
Never.
That is delusional cringe for Annie. Yeah.
I have no interest in that. This is who I vote for.
This is my delusional cringe, is me going like this. I just honestly.
Oh.
Annie, can you impersonate Annie? Oh my God.
This is like, not only is it like not a good spray tan, it gave me like a weird shade. I look sick.
No, you look good.
No,
It is
this
red.
is
It
bad.
is red.
This is a bad. This
red.
is like, you know what they got me on a
looks
package
natural.
too.
You're just used to it being yellow.
They got me on a package. I like my
You're
yellow
used to
spray
coming
tan.
out like a jaundiced caramel, and
I
now you
love
look
to be
like
caramel-like.
Now you look like.
I'm sorry, I don't identify as my ethnicity
pomegranate.
anymore.
Wait, can I choose one again? We didn't do a tarot card too.
Oh, we got to do Todd's tarot real quick.
Okay, so
That's what's in there. This is the box, guys. This is chic. It's a Marc Jacobs
I know.
shiny patent leather metallic. I mean, that is.
Thank
I thought
you.
these were makeup brushes.
No, you know what? I know you're supposed to carry them in a silk pouch. Someone gave that to me, and I was
didn't
like,
know
"This
that.
is perfect for it's like perfect tarot size."
This is beautiful.
They have room to breathe in there.
I like the color. It's very chic.
Hey, Todd, is there anything going on right now in your life that you want to ask a question about?
Microphone.
How do I get my fiance to fall asleep at night?
To fall asleep, what?
At night.
Oh, to fall asleep.
So obsessed with me. Why are you so obsessed with me? Mm-mm.
Self-compassion.
Strength.
Todd, this is all about self-care, actually, with the strength
Yes,
card.
leave me alone, bitch.
However, another interpretation is that you're showing compassion toward a wild animal, which is Annie.
Yes.
See, this is a lion. Looks extremely dehydrated.
Yes, I'm thirsty. Get me water. Why don't you just get me water? He
This
does
is a
get me
lion
water
hooked
before
up to a
bed.
CPAP machine.
She needs a breathing apparatus.
But the strength card truly is about compassion. So this is about working out you're going to have to work out a system that works for you. Todd, do you have any like sleep rituals or anything?
Oh my God, he wants to put on.
I put on YouTube and just fall asleep.
You wear the pajama onesie, right?
Yeah, he keeps the flap open in case a turd
An
falls out.
assless onesie.
Yeah.
So as you're getting into to that, maybe there's something else you can do, such as lighting some candles, but make sure you blow them out before you go to bed.
Oh, that's his job. I
I'm
like
worried
candles.
about the audience starting their place.
By the way, I do not blow candles out. I light them and I don't blow them out. That is the responsibility of my partner at all times.
But maybe there's something you can do, like a scent, or maybe you could put like lavender here or something that's
Is this
going to
on
be
himself
soothing
or on
for
me?
Todd. This is for Todd.
For me,
Todd can sleep.
I can sleep.
Todd needs to take care of himself, but also he has to realize that he's tending to a wild animal.
I love it. I made him get a hat that said show coordinator. I made him get it. I was like, this is you.
Shit show coordinator.
Why don't you ask about like your career or something?
Yeah.
My career?
Yeah, do a career reading for Todd.
All right, I have a new YouTube channel called T Diggs Jungle. How's that gonna?
What?
How's that gonna work out?
Any
play
advice
out?
or like, yeah, guidance?
Any advice or guidance?
Todd, you got the same card. The strength card. You know what this is about, Todd? You need to go easy on yourself. Don't worry so much about the graphics. Don't be so stressed out. Cut yourself a little bit of slack here with this YouTube channel.
I know.
I actually feel like you might be able to use this too in some way. I think we should get we need to get Todd like a strength blanket or something.
Another animal. He is tending to wild animals.
I
It is the whole
intended.
thing.
So true. But if you get a lion, it'll eat the tanner.
You need a lion.
Italy Tanner.
Yeah, you do need to, and you need to also honor the fact that you do have kind of a wilder side. You know, and admit that there's more. There's more that you want, and kind of honor that.
You're living too plain.
Plain?
Yeah.
All right.
She said it, not me.
I thought I had
You're living too plain.
20 animals.
No, don't get more animals, please. Not yet. We
No,
do want
Annie,
a monkey.
let's do one for you, Annie.
Let's go just full general career.
General career. Oh my God, we got
This is actually, they're all, by the way, they're all the strength cards.
They're all the strength card.
You're the worst shuffler.
Why did we get this?
You have to, I don't allow.
Okay, hold on.
You're
We'll
shuffling
do it again.
and you're
We'll do it again.
leaving
We'll
the
do it
one on
again.
top.
You know what I really want is one of those poker shufflers that just does automatically.
Ooh, that's actually really fun.
That'd be fun for tarot. Okay, Knight of Cups, new romance is on the way. New romance heading in your direction.
Maybe it's the therapist.
Maybe this is the therapist. Knight of Cups, this can represent a suitor, but it could also mean a new creative project.
Oh, I like that. I would love a new creative project.
Renewed creativity coming into your life.
Yes, I love that.
And also kind of a balancing of emotions as well. Becoming a little bit more emotional intelligence.
Todd!
In reference to the...
Pay attention.
And perhaps a bout of alcoholism.
Ooh,
as
she's
well.
relapsing.
Or Red Bull. This could be full of Red Bull.
My mom's like, I relapse too.
Your mom relapses.
I do love my
too.
mommy.
Oh my God.
You want me to do yours?
Annie, you know what? No one reads the reader.
I'll read the
One
reader.
time, Erin Lennox, we were at a bachelorette thing, and she's like, "Let me read yours." It was all like swords, death, tower. She's like, "I feel bad that you never get one." I'm like,
and
"This
you're like,
is why."
This is why.
No,
but I'll be the interpreter.
I want to understand. How am I going to quantum leap?
Don't look. Don't judge. She's like, she's bending.
Isn't there
them.
a show called Quantum Leap?
Yeah.
We should watch that.
This is good.
Queen of Swords.
That's what I used to be until Robbie Hoffman made me throw out all my weapons.
Okay, this is interesting because this is telling me to cut out my emotions. Don't let my emotions get involved. Just have a vision and execute.
And this is what I was thinking too, just when even your question had too much question in it. How do I quantum leap? I think the asking that question is keeping you from quantum leaping. You just have to do it.
I just have to decide.
You have to, because here's
I want to be a robot.
Okay, but what is something that you really want? Is it, do you want to get a role in a play? You want to release, I mean, mine's like a comedy special. What's a specific thing that you really want to do?
I want to publish a piece of writing right now.
Okay, and then so in this new quantum
Yes.
world, you would be someone who's a published author who's consistently published?
Yes.
Okay. So what would that feel like if you were that person? If you woke up this morning, a published author who
I'd probably smell bad.
Okay. Is this a real thing you think? Because this could be part of it.
I'd probably sometimes when I'm writing, I'm like, my self-care has just gone to the wayside.
So do you think that you might have a little bit of a block saying that if I were to get in the flow of my creativity, I will no longer be...
I'll let go of myself. I'll lose sight of reality.
Right.
The other thing with writing that I'm scared of, honestly, sometimes when I start getting into something that's going to take me a while, I go, what if I'm working on something? Because with comedy, you get to test it out in front of people. Say you're writing a book, you're just slowly accumulating things over time that no one's going to see. I always think about J.K. Rowling, problematic figure. We've clocked that.
You know what I like about her? She keeps doubling down and it's crazy.
J.K.
Is there anything
she
crazier?
never says J.K.
She has it in the name. She could just completely get out of this.
But J.K. Rowling, I think it was thought about Harry Potter for 7 years before she started working on it. I'm like, if I did that, people would be like, this is insane. If I had a whiteboard with pictures of wizards on it and lines.
Isn't it funny that she dare say anything?
Horcrux.
She dare say anything about the trans community, and she's like drawing wizards on her chalkboard every day.
Right. But but it's just like, I feel like if I planned anything for that long, it would be hard for me not to go, this might be an insane waste of time.
But why would you necessarily, maybe you're just someone who is a short story author. Like, why would you have to be one thing? Do you have
I do have a plan.
But do you have a vision of yourself writing like a trilogy of things? Because
there is a part of me.
Yeah.
I have created some show concepts that have been high concept, where I can see where it starts, I can see where it goes to the end.
High concept, but he's not clicking on me.
High concept, very high concept. Very dry mouth, high concept. But I sometimes I'm like, okay, if I actually wrote this, oh my god, no, I'm getting nervous and I'm hugging your therapy plant with my feminine side.
Sure. She's jerking off my fig plant.
For an hour.
Todd's mad at us because he's gonna have to edit all this. Right when we're getting to stuff, just cut out the first half.
Like I just start taking layers off slowly. It's just my tits. I'm like, and I don't know what to do about my novel. Holding a plant in front of each. So anyway, I worry about getting lost in a hole and becoming kind of like a crazy recluse, you know?
But are there examples of people that doesn't happen to and they do have the success?
I believe Cheryl Strayed, who wrote Wild and Dear Sugars and stuff, but I think she also had like a column or something.
Yeah.
So she kind of had it going in other areas.
Yeah, but you don't think you have it going in other areas?
Well, I'm a bingo host. How is this going in other
That's
areas?
That's a legit comedy job that you have.
It is. I have a legit hosting. By the way, catch me on Jack Pocket Live if you're listening in 15 states and territories. We're in Puerto Rico now. So anyway, that's my block, is a little bit of like a feeling of getting lost.
Right.
Getting lost at sea and then going, no, I can't. I have to claw my way back into reality.
You are a weirdo. I like that. You have to embrace that.
Okay.
That you're a cuckoo. In a good way.
A cuckoo clock.
You're a cuckoo
It all
clock.
comes back to the
No,
clocks.
but really, but it is like, you're like a unique voice. So it's like, you know, but you haven't ever lost. Have you ever had an experience where you feel like you've lost touch with society and your friends don't understand you and you're completely alone?
I will say when I had Lyme, not to not to get into it, but I felt very isolated.
Because no one
was around. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
So maybe it's like
there were no clocks around. They hit all the clocks for me.
But maybe it is like there's like a little something you have to work through.
Maybe a little PTS.
A PTS.
PTS.
We need to put a little D in that PTS, if you know what I'm saying.
So anyway, so that's. So yes, I do need to be more cut and dry, but maybe while I'm working on something, I don't have to make it my whole world all the time.
Well, we have ADD, so it doesn't work if we make one thing. We'll get bored. So we should always have like a few things going. I think like what happened with my special for myself is like, I got so like there's this one thing I'm supposed to be doing and then I just avoid it because everything's this one thing. It's like I have to be doing a bunch of things. I started drawing again, doing other things.
It'd be funny if during your special you're like spinning a pizza on one hand and bouncing a basketball.
I'm like, look what I can do. That's so hard.
You're just like, I did it. She does it all. How does she juggle it all? How does she do this and quantum leap?
But you just have to become the thing you want to be.
Yes.
That's what quantum leaping is.
Yes.
You just wake up and you are it. You just embody it.
Oh my God. Okay.
And you just have it and it's done. So we've leapt.
We've leapt.
We quantum leapt.
We quantum leapt. Todd is going to quantum slap.
Guys, write in the comments whether you want to get your nails done on your toesies
Yeah,
or
are
on
you
your
going to get me
fingies.
fingies or me toesies? What would you rather see on Annie's Patreon? Her fingies or toesies?
We know the answer to that, but write it below.
Anyone's gonna save the world, yeah. When everything's burning, their voices keep returning, bringing us together, making it all better. Anyone's the calling, catch us when we're falling. Turn the volume high, questions soaring to the sky. Anyone's the way, brighter every day. And when you feel alone, hope is being shown in every single word. Our stories will be heard. We're breaking down the walls, yeah, show 'em what they want. Laughing till we fall, we're speaking for us all. And it's undeniable, this force is reliable. Anyone's gonna save the world, yeah. When everything's burning, their voices keep returning, bringing us together, making it all better. Anyone's the calling, catch us when we're falling. With every beat, every word, a revolution's heard from the world's every corner. We're getting stronger. Anyone's gonna save the world, yeah. When everything's burning, their voices keep returning, bringing us together, making it all better. Anyone's the calling, catch us when we're falling.
Oh, Randy, how did you feel about today's episode? Was it good? Did you like it? Did you like it outside? Did you like it like a puppuccino? Puppuccino? Did you like a puppuccino? Did you like a puppuccino?